These are the water heater drain piping. We're on the north side of the home. Water heater drain pipes. The smaller, the thinner one is for the temperature pressure relief valve drain piping. Okay, it's supposed to discharge between 3 and 6 inches from the ground. Looks like we got that. This wider one here is for the safety pan. Alright. It's supposed to discharge between 6 and 24 inches from the ground. And we got that too. So our water heater, temperature pressure relief valve, and safety pan drain lines properly discharge over here on the north side of the garage. We'll move along inside of here. Come inside the garage. And in the northeast corner of the garage, we have our water heater. There's our safety pan. There's our care and use manual, instructions. There's the electric bonding for the electrical system and also for the gas piping. So they all like commingled right there. I had to look at the other, I inspected this house a couple months ago. I had to look at the other report because now we have storage. But I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, yes, we got a U for bonding right there too. So the gas piping is bonded. I'm happy about that. The gas piping does have a sediment trap. It's electronic ignition, so we can't look into the burner compartment. The temperature pressure relief valve. Okay, this valve should have been insulated. And this piping, I know that this goes on the other side of the wall. I mean, it goes down the wall and out. I know that. Okay? I know that it's not going to have, I mean, let's try this. Good home inspection. I know that, you know, in terms of statistic probability, you're not going to have much of an issue with this opportunity. But code says that you should have a vacuum breaker for the temperature pressure relief valve in the same room as the water heater. That usually means taking it down to the pan and then just relying on this one drain pipe. Now, again, nobody's paying me for my opinion, but this comes out at 200 psi at 200 degrees directly into the pan, so you can create that air vacuum that they're talking about. You know, I just think that it's more problematic. I don't think you're saving anything. But again, nobody pays me to think. I'm a home inspector. I guess piping has a sediment trap. I believe I mentioned that already. Okay, we've got our dielectric unions right there. Okay, we got our main water shutoff valve to the water heater. Okay, parallel is on, perpendicular is off. So if you got a problem with the water heater, just reach up there and pull that handle down or push it up, whichever way it goes. Hopefully they installed it so that it goes down. But you need to move it into a perpendicular position, turn off the water for the water heater. After you've turned off the gas to the water heater, same thing here. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Okay, the insulation that comes through the wall, it should go much closer. You're losing a lot of heat right there. Heat that you paid for. This water heater's paying for heat. You can hold this. Ow, 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 ow. You're losing heat. Heat that you paid for. It'll be the same thing there and the same thing there. The insulation needs to come down closer. You do not need a blanket. Feel that. You do not need a blanket. That's not going to save you any money. This will save you money. That'll save you money. These should be replaced about every 3 years. Okay? Nobody does it. Nobody likes to do it. Nobody likes to hear about it. That's what should happen. Same thing inside the water heater. This is beyond the scope of what a home inspector does. Okay, but there's a sacrificial anode in there, and it attracts all the, you know, corrosive. It takes the hit, you know, so that your water heater continues. And those are supposed to be replaced about every 3 years, depending on the manufacturer. But again, this home is months old, literally. So sacrificial anode would not be an issue. But the insulation, those would be the issues. Setting aside the vacuum breaker, okay, which I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. But setting aside the vacuum breaker, in my opinion, we've learned that we need insulation closer to the dielectric unions and insulation on the temperature pressure relief valve.